Right now, the final countdown. Just 4 days until the Patriots have a date with Super Bowl history. And this morning, Tom Brady giving new insight into the challenges the team is facing.
And the Eye's Doug Meehan is with the team in Houston this morning with a very open Tom Brady.
Yeah, you're right about that, Randy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Emily. You know, it's no secret to Patriot Nation. Tom Brady, he's driven, he's focused, and he's a champion. But we continue to see a different number 12 here in Houston. As the Patriots hit the practice field for the first time since arriving here, Brady talked about how much he owes to his family, how proud he is to be here, and regulating those emotions that certainly seem closer to the surface for him this week. As you know, he's still hoping that his mom will be here to see him play in the big game for the first time all season, by the way. And he talked about how he's keeping all of this in perspective.
I've got a good regulation of my emotions, and I know when I need to play with no emotion.
Brady clearly has his eye on the prize, this prize, the Lombardi Trophy, on display here yesterday. And on Sunday, not to get ahead of ourselves, but he could become the only quarterback to hoist it a record 5 times. Of course, plenty of time for the lighter side of things coming up in this half hour. The incredible moment that had even Coach Bill Belichick laughing. How is that even possible? Randy?
Indeed.
You have a great smile. I think you should smile more often. You look pretty when you smile. Can you smile for everybody?
You got it. Next, let's go.
All right, hold everything. Yes, that is Bill Belichick, and he did actually smile, maybe even a little bit of a laugh there from the Patriots coach. Dare to dream.
Very generous there with the smile.
Good.
All right, let's go back to Houston, Texas. Doug Meehan is there with some of the more unusual moments with the Patriots.
Unusual to say the least. Randy and Emily, good morning once again. Yes, let's call it the late night take on Super Bowl festivities. As you just saw, Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel Live had a unique set of question and answer for the Patriots, including this exchange with Tom Brady.
What does Tom Brady smell like?
Cologne.
Now on News Center 5 Eye Opener.
Tom Brady on the field and ready to go. The final countdown is on.
We're live in Houston with Tom Brady's tribute to his wife and the big moment expected today.
A danger.
5:30 Thursday morning. Of course, we are tracking the road to the Super Bowl. Patriots are back in action on the practice field as we count down to the game.
Our Doug Meehan live in Houston this morning, and we'll hear from him just ahead. First, though, want to get a check of your forecast. You're a little closer. Emily. Antoinette, thank you. This morning, Super Bowl fever reaching a fever pitch. Just days to go. The Patriots on the practice field, and there is plenty to watch in Houston today. So let's get out there. Doug Meehan leading our coverage with some new comments from Tom Brady, Doug.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Thanks, Emily. We're used to hearing Tom Brady talk about his focus, his preparation. But with the game of his life just several days away, he's actually extending his credit elsewhere, specifically to his wife and kids.
You owe so much to our dream.
Patriots fans know that Gisele's pretty vocal about her support for her husband. As for the team, they hit the practice field yesterday for the first time since arriving here in Houston. Another big moment, we got our first look at rehearsal for Lady Gaga's halftime show yesterday. Gaga's been busy. She says she actually put up a tent and a dance floor in her own backyard to get ready before coming here to Houston. So here's the lineup for today. We're going to hear from Gaga, also pregame performer Luke Bryan, and of course the Patriots. We've got Maria, Ed, and Lynchy all down here for those events, and they'll be bringing it to you, all that action starting tonight at 4 o'clock. And ahead to in News to Go, we got a surprise twist for a fan who got a very special gift from Tom Brady. Randy?
All right, can't wait. New this morning. Super Bowl showdown just days away, and there, of course, is a lot going on down in Houston.
The Eye's Doug Meehan is live in Houston this morning, where Tom Brady is opening up about what makes this team special, Doug.
Yeah, Emily, Randy, you know, when you listen to Tom Brady, he never really takes any of the credit for anything. And as we enter the final stretch to the Super Bowl, he's opening up a little bit on what it means to be a role model to the younger members of his team.
It may not be like, we're going out together on, Friday nights, but in actualizing the things that they want to achieve.
How about that? Brady also pointed out that this team has been very close for 7 months now, and the fact that they still like to spend time together, well, it shows how well they function together as a unit. Certainly bodes well for Sunday. Now, on the stranger side of things, Brady is doing some unintentional good. Remember back in December when he hid 3 pairs of autographed UGG slippers as part of a scavenger hunt? Well, the South Boston man who said he fell and chipped his tooth during the hunt, well, now he says it was all a gag, and that gag earned him a free pair of boots from Brady. Luke Borowski tells the Globe that he never intended it to be a joke, or that it never intended it to be taken so seriously, so he's actually going to donate those UGGs to charity to benefit children in Dorchester. We're live in Houston. Doug Meehan, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, Doug, see you a little bit later, and we're bringing you all the stories at the Super Bowl through game day.
Watching WCVB News Center 5 Eye Opener.
At 5 a.m., the Patriots all business as we count down to the Super Bowl just 2 days before they make a run at history.
The Eye Opener's Doug Meehan is in Houston this morning. And Doug, if the Pats are feeling the pressure, they are really not showing it.
Oh, not at all. Tom Brady and Coach Bill Belichick addressing the media for the final time before the Super Bowl, and they are stone cold focused. We'll have more on that in a little bit. But first, Cindy, your Houston forecast. We got temperatures in the low 50s, a slight breeze, and no crickets.
No crickets this morning, Doug Meehan. Uh-oh, it must be in the 50s instead
None.
of the 60s.
It must be too cold for them.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a little cooler there today. 26, though, here in Boston.
All right, that's what I think. Right now, the final moves are underway. 2 cities getting ready for the Patriots' date with history. And this morning, the team is preparing to put it all on the line.
Houston and Boston busy making sure everything goes according to plan. The Eye Opener's Doug Meehan leading our coverage from Super Bowl Central. Doug?
Emily, Randy, good morning. Yes, this place, you can really start to feel it. The city is ready for kickoff. Security here is tighter than ever. And as far as Tom Brady and the Patriots, the heck with the talk. That's over. They're ready to play some football.
I think, being to 7 Super Bowls, we're playing a great football team.
So the Patriots are going to hit the practice field again today, and nobody takes those practices more seriously than TB12, of course, except maybe his coach. In his final news conference here, Coach Bill Belichick was focused and brief. He brushed off questions about whether he's thinking about retiring anytime soon, saying he's only focused on this game, nothing about the past and nothing about the future. And as we mentioned, security is really starting to build here in Houston, and we understand it's the same way back there in Boston. The Eye's Nicole Estefan live for us in Kenmore Square this morning with the plan that's being laid out today. Nicole.
Oh, good morning, Doug. A bit cooler. Nicole Estefan, WCVB News Center 5.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Yes, there's another school that has an extra incentive to root on the Patriots later on in this half hour. What they have to do to get a little extra time at home after the big game. We'll explain coming up. Emily?
All right, Doug, thank you. So it's not all about football on the road to the Super Bowl. Plenty of people are going gaga over this lady.
Indeed. We're in Houston, Texas this morning. Doug is checking out the other big moments for Sunday.
I see what you did there, Emily. I got you. Doesn't get any bigger than Lady Gaga, of course. And she made it clear that her 13.5-minute performance is going to be memorable, although some wondering if she might get political during the show.
The only statements that I'll be making.
Also, on this Friday morning, the Patriots, all business as we count down to the Super Bowl, just 2 days before they make a run at history.
And the Eye Opener's Doug Meehan is in Houston this morning. And Doug, if the Patriots are feeling the pressure, they're really not showing it.
No, they're pretty good at that. Good morning, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick addressing the media for their final time before the big game on Sunday. They are stone cold focused. We'll have that for you coming up in a minute. But first, your current Houston forecast. Yesterday, we were poolside. Today, Cindy, I'm not complaining,
Are those
but the gloves are out.
On your hands? It's 54
Those are
degrees
gloves.
there, Doug Meehan.
I know. You get soft really fast out here.
I guess so. The blood has thinned out in 3 days. All right. We've got...
And right now, the final moves are underway. 2 cities are getting ready for the Patriots' date with history. This morning, the team is preparing to put it all on the line.
Houston and Boston busy making sure everything goes according to plan. The Eye Opener's Doug Meehan leading our coverage from Super Bowl Central. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Randy. Yeah, this is a city you're really starting to get a feel like they're ready for a kickoff. Security is really starting to ramp up. We saw that on our way into the stadium this morning. As far as Tom Brady and the team, talk is over. Time now to start playing some football.
I think, being to 7 Super Bowls just means I've been a part of 7 really great football teams that have made it this far. And, I think we got to, do our best to finish it off. And it's going to be very tough because we're playing a great football team.
The Patriots are going to hit the practice field again today. Nobody taking those practices more seriously than TB12, except maybe his coach. In his final news conference here, Coach Bill Belichick was focused and brief. He brushed off questions about whether he's thinking about retirement anytime soon, saying he's only focused on this game. He's not focused on anything in the past. He's not focused on anything in the future. Security is being focused on big time here in Houston. It's also happening in Boston. Let's toss it to the eyes Nicole Estefan. She's live in Kenmore Square with the plan that's being laid out today. Nicole.
Good morning, Doug. And you're right, Kenmore Square, always a concern for police to make sure that if there is a celebration, it is safe and secure. And today, Boston police will lay out their plan for Super Bowl Sunday, getting ready for what happens after the big game. And since this is, of course, Titletown, we already have an idea of what to expect, like road closures in the Kenmore, Faneuil Hall, and as well as North Station areas, extra police patrols, and a focus on capacity at local bars. We also know a number of colleges, including Boston University, have issued notices to students reminding them to behave. Now, that news conference is scheduled for 11:45 this morning. We will bring you those details. Back to you in Houston, Doug.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Also this morning, there's one Massachusetts school who has a little extra incentive to root on the Patriots. Coming up in this half hour, what those students have to do to earn themselves a little extra sleep time come Monday after the big game. Emily?
All right, Doug, thank you. News Center 5 is in Houston covering every angle leading up to Sunday's Super Bowl. We continue our coverage this afternoon on News Center 5 at 4 p.m.
6 minutes after.
Thank you. It's not all about football on the road to the Super Bowl. Plenty of people are going gaga over that lady right there.
Oh, we get it. Let's head back to Houston, Texas. Doug is there checking out the other big moments on Sunday.
Yeah, we got it here in Texas, too. Thank you, Randy and Emily. It doesn't get any bigger than Lady Gaga, and she promised that her 13.5-minute performance is going to be memorable, although some are wondering whether or not she's going to get political during the show.
The only statements that I'll be making during the halftime show are the ones that I have been consistently making throughout my career. I believe in a passion for inclusion. I believe in the spirit of equality and the spirit of this country.
Of course, with Gaga, surprises are always a possibility. There were some earlier reports that she had actually been banned from mentioning President Trump by name during the performance, but the NFL denies that. Meanwhile, one Massachusetts school, if they play their cards right today, it means they could get a little extra sleep come the morning after the Super Bowl. There's some extra incentive to dress up in your Patriots' finest happening in Easton this morning. Southeastern Regional Voc Tech announcing yesterday that if enough people wear Patriots apparel today, they may earn a 2-hour delay on Monday morning. The superintendent's going to make the final call. He says it's a win for school pride and points out attendance can be kind of low the day after the big game, so maybe this will help. What do you think? I'd love to hear from you. Tweet me. Emily, Randy, you
yeah,
two?
we like the idea.
Not so much.
We'll tweet you.
We like it. Yeah, we're all for it.
All right.
Dress up.
See you a little bit later. Down to the wire, Brady, Belichick, and the New England Patriots.
The final moves here in Houston and the antics that caught TB12 a little off guard.
Plus, security changes here in Boston. The Super Bowl plans being announced today.
And coyote fears on the North Shore. The new rules that could soon be in place on the eye. And we're following more breaking news right now. This is video just in from Manchester, New Hampshire, where police are searching for a missing toddler who may have wandered away in the middle of the night. We'll get an update on that in just a moment. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Reamer.
And I'm Randy Price. And also on the eye this morning, Rob Gronkowski out of the big game, of course, but back on late night TV defending himself. Doug is in Houston this morning, tracking the Patriots and Gronk's antics.
So we will get to that. First, I want to send you over to Cindy. Another cold day out there.
Yes, but we've got to...
Thank you. This morning, the Patriots are really in the final stretch. Just 2 days before kickoff, our Doug Meehan is in Houston, where Tom Brady is really starting to look all business, Doug.
Yes, hi, Emily. No question about it. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, they are all business. Their focus is crystal clear, although it doesn't mean there aren't a few surprises.
Hi, Tom. Marty. Marty, go to sleep.
Martellus Bennett pulling one over on his QB yesterday. Bennett has been getting a lot of attention lately, of course, for his personality as well as his performance on the field. He is a big presence out here. But Marty made it clear to our Bob Halloran that he is still all about the team.
We needed every single personality. Like, there couldn't be 10 me's on this team. It would be disastrous. There's too much me. One of me could be too much at times. You know, imagine having 10 of me's.
No, we can't imagine that. Of course, Bennett heaping lots of praise on his other teammates, including team favorite and fan favorite Julian Edelman. Now, coming up in News to Go, the uncomfortable moment today that could happen for NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. We'll explain. Randy?
All right, Doug, see you shortly. The Patriots have just 2 days to go. 2 days until the Patriots play for our shot at history. We are in Houston this morning, a city that is clearly ready for Super Bowl Sunday, Doug.
You got that right, Randy. We are certainly starting to see a lot more security now, and that's a sure sign that the kickoff is almost here. The Patriots, they're going to head to the practice field again today, though we won't hear from Tom Brady again. He is all business now. One thing to watch for this afternoon, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, he's going to take fan questions over at the House of Blues. A tightly screened event, of course, but there's always a chance that a Patriots fan could sneak through. Now, one guy we haven't seen much of just yet is, of course, Rob Gronkowski. The tight end is out because of that injury, so he had time to swing on by Jimmy Kimmel Live and have a little fun or two at his own expense.
Rob Gronkowski is one of the dumbest people in the world. I have no problem with tweeting this because he probably can't read it. I just read it. You're dumb.
Gronk not stopping with the mean tweets. He's going to be live on Good Morning America later today. That's coming up at 7 o'clock right here after the eye opener. We're live in Houston. Doug Meehan, WCVB News Center 5. Nicole, to you.
Good morning, Doug.